So as we go into action today, here's a look at the up-to-the-minute playoff picture. We know 6 of the 7 teams in the AFC playoffs. The only thing to be decided is the winner of the North. It'll either be the Steelers or the Ravens, one, not both. Similar story in the NFC, where the only thing left is to decide who wins the NFC South. It'll be either the Buccaneers or the Panthers, not both. 6 of the 7 teams already lined up. And we talk about the AFC. By the end of the day, in fact, the Broncos could officially have the number 1 seed locked down. The question is, are they the best team in the AFC?
Might be the team that just went up there last week and beat them. I mean,
Jacksonville.
Who can't Jacksonville beat? I mean, the AFC is so wide open. I mean, every week you think, well, we got to figure it out, and somebody takes.
Howie, I'm kind of a defensive guy, I believe, and I just, Houston. From what I saw, man, that Houston team is scary, man.
With AFC, 4 teams with 11 wins, 1 team with 12 wins, 1 team with 13 wins. Houston looks great defensively, offensively, a little rocky at times.
Up and down.
The Patriots, I think, pretty consistent.
But yeah, I'm going with Jacksonville, though. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is playing his best football of his career, and their defense is hot, led by the linebacker Josh Allen. And on top of that, I mean, they're with that trade for Jacoby Myers, he elevated the offense to another level.
A number 2 receiver comes in and lifts the building.
You mentioned Houston.
Right.
They won 8 straight. The last 7, they've given up 21 points or less. Is there any offense in the AFC that can challenge them come playoff time?
Boy, I haven't seen it. The only team, maybe Jacksonville, and God, it's hard for me not to think of Sean Payton's offense in Denver. But Jacksonville, when Jacksonville went to Denver and put on them, even minus all the 5 sacks that Trevor Lawrence went through, boy, that offense in Jacksonville.
I'm going to go back to the well again. I'm going to say the Patriots.
Hey, let's talk about the Ravens. Even with the win last night, if the Steelers win one of their last 2, Baltimore's out of the playoffs. What happened to the Ravens? Too little too late last night?
I think, Lamar fell apart. I mean, it was just not just 1 injury, 2 injuries, 3 injuries. It was a culmination of 4 or 5 injuries throughout the course of the season.
Offensive line, red zone was terrible for them. They couldn't score.
Defense fell apart as well, all the injuries that happened to them. And also, no one's really talking about, I don't think their coaching was that great this year. I mean, they finally figured it out week 17 to hand the ball off to Derrick Henry. I mean, he went for over 30 carries last night and over 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. They should have been doing that all year long.
I think Lamar got hurt, started out slow, made a comeback, then dipped a little bit. Defense wasn't playing great at one point. Now they seem to be playing better. I just think a little bit too late.
Michael, I believe you have there's a window in the NFL when a team builds itself up and then they get there, then they plateau and they either win Super Bowls or get to the championship game, and then they start this way. Yeah. And I think that's kind of what happened to Baltimore. They had their shot. They never got to the Super Bowl. But when you have these athletic quarterbacks that are so dynamic, I've said it 1,000 times on this show, you run in the NFL at the quarterback position, you are eventually going to get hurt.
He's been the extreme.
Two quickies here.
Yeah.
Can the Packers get healthy enough to do anything in the playoffs?
No.
And then, do you think we've seen the last of Travis Kelce play his last home game on Thursday night with Kansas City?
No, I don't think so. I hope not. He's still an excellent. It's up to him. Is the love gone? Then if the love's gone, yeah. I mean, this guy here, he retired and came back.
He's played well enough. He's played well enough to
keep going.
Have earned the right to come back. But what's he coming back to? And that's the question. I don't see him in another uniform.
No.
I think he's going to test the market out there, and he has to vie for a championship in the Super Bowl if he comes back. And I don't really see that happening with the Kansas City Chiefs. It's going to be a rebuild year, kind of. They may have the potential to do it, but also he has so many opportunities outside of the game of football. Is his heart in the place of, hey, what's the next venture for me, or do I really love the game of football and I need to come back?
Everybody talk about your opportunity. That's great, but at the end of the day, he's a football player. Get it out of his system. Get everything out because you never want to live with regrets. And all of these other things that come after, that's supplemental. Worry about your main thing before you worry about everything else.
Kansas City gets well in the offseason and comes back
as long as he loves it, I hope he has no regrets when he does.
It amazes me that you and Kelce are the same age and you've been retired for 4 years now.
It amazes me as well. Maybe, it's shocking.
All right, hey, we just mentioned the Steelers. The NFL suspended DK Metcalf for the final 2 games of the year, as we all know, for physical contact with a fan. Jay Glazer, There's actually history between these two?
Yeah, guys, I know you love when I use props, so I'm bringing this out here for you guys. But I actually have the security communication between the Detroit Lions and Seattle Seahawks security from a game last year when DK Metcalf, when he was with the Seahawks, complained about that exact same fan to security. And at the time there, he asked that fan be removed over very derogatory comments. I'm not going to repeat what the comments are that are on here. And obviously, guys, we don't condone ever hitting a fan or anybody else. But in this, it says, when we investigated during the game, the individuals around him states and corroborated that the fan was being out of line and had indeed said these derogatory statements. They even asked us to remove the guy. The odd part of this also is that the Pittsburgh Steelers had no knowledge of this.
Okay, so that was last year. When Mike Tomlin found out about it this year, the incident happening, what was his reaction?
This was actually kind of funny. Where I was talking to Mike Tomlin about this morning. He said, look, I was mic'd up. When you're mic'd up, nobody wants to talk to you. So I didn't know. Finally, Arthur Smith came over to him and wrote it on his call sheet. DK hit a fan, to which Mike Tomlin went, okay, then. Can't make it up.
Hey, one other thing you can't make up this time of year, teams start making all these personnel moves. Any surprises?
This is a big surprise. Guys, I've actually learned that Arthur Blank, the owner of the Atlanta Falcons, has had talks with Matt Ryan, his Pro Bowl quarterback, to come back, not like a Phillip Rivers move, but actually come in a front office role. They have had talks lately. Obviously, nothing's been done yet, though. People close to Matt Ryan told me he's seriously considering it. But if this happens, it will be a significant front office role for the Atlanta Falcons.
And he's a legend in that franchise.